Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the Marvelous Minds show. I appreciate you being here. First and foremost, just want to give you guys an apology for us not being consistent with the episodes that we do run on this channel.
Most definitely.
NORBEEZ went on vacation, so it's his fault.
What?
You guys seen the picture? He overslept. For those that didn't see it, go check out my my IG or his IG. But welcome back, man. It's been a minute. I feel like we haven't been on for it's been a good month. No,
I know, man. I do want
like 3 weeks.
I
No?
definitely want to give a big apology to our members out there. We
Yes.
appreciate you guys because you guys definitely hold us down. So apologies to all our members. I promise I'm gonna get Marvelous on some footage out there so we could put it out there for members only. I don't know what it might be. Maybe a Taco Bell trip with me.
No, that's what we're not gonna do.
You guys are gonna. You
That's
guys will
what
be
we're not.
surprised, but I'm gonna make sure we do something like that for you guys because you guys definitely hold us down. So much love to all our members and our subscribers.
Yeah, everybody. So yeah, we appreciate you guys being here, waiting for us. All the messages that I got, where are you at? How's everything? And just worrying about us. I appreciate that, man. It
Oh,
means a
yeah.
lot. It means a lot asking about NORBEEZ and his health and his journey through Taco Bell and making sure that
Hey.
he's still breathing after eating all that GMO.
That's right. That's right.
He's still doing good, as you can see, healthy as ever.
Shout out to Taco Bell. They're gonna
No shout out. Stop giving shout outs to people. Them. No, not them. Nobody actually, because you've been giving shout outs, fool, and promoting people that aren't to be promoted on this channel, man. You better stop it.
Hey man, they've been holding me down for since day one.
You
for
like
sure.
when men hold you down.
Hey,
Anyways,
that's a company.
so what? Anyways, welcome in, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Rootster already, Sal, UB, Most Hated Native. Shout out to you and all the relatives out there, bro. I appreciate you
That's
tuning
right.
in. Primo, California, welcome in, brother. I appreciate you being here. El Boo Boo, shout out to El Boo Boo in
Shout
the
out to El
chat.
Boo Boo.
We got Mary Lou.
That's right.
Nothing but love to all the women in the chat. We appreciate you, Mary Lou. Thank you, Angela.
Angela.
Welcome in, Angela.
Definitely.
Appreciate you being here. Bonch Tattoo. Shout out to Bonch Tattoo in the San
That's
Diego
right.
area. If you are in the San Diego area and want to hear some bumping sounds or get a tattoo from the homie,
That's right.
go
That's
visit
right.
Bonch Tattoo.
Shout out
I
to the San
appreciate you.
Diego Wins.
Yes, and shout out to Ranting with Ramos podcast. If you guys want to check out a good podcast, good content.
Yes, sir.
He man, I seen a lot of pictures of him on his travels.
Yeah.
A guy that just knows his stuff, music. Shout out to you, homie.
Great singer, great singer.
Yeah,
I mean,
great
if you ever
singer.
get to catch him on a karaoke out
Yeah,
there,
he does a lot of karaoke, and so shout out to homeboy, and he has a voice. So man, shout out to the homie right there.
I'm gonna be doing a karaoke in the end of the month.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should. You should get. You should.
At a
You should
bar.
do all the girl.
It's gonna be
all
at a
the
bar.
all the girl parts.
It's gonna be a Juan Gabriel karaoke.
Oh really?
It's called Juan Gaoke.
Yeah, I bet you want to go see
It's gonna
Juan.
be it's gonna be in Boyle Heights,
Yeah.
East Side Love.
Are you for real?
Yeah, for real.
I'm being serious. You're
August
gonna-
29.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
put it. Make sure you post it on the channel, bro.
I'm gonna
So
karaoke it.
I'm being serious,
I'm being-
NORBEEZ. Are you really gonna sing, or
Yeah,
you're not gonna sing?
Ranty's gonna be there with me.
How come I'm barely getting notified of this?
I'm telling you right now.
Barely
Yeah,
on live.
I finally made my decision right now, right here.
You couldn't
on
hit me
this
up. You
live.
couldn't hit me up
'cause
before the show.
I just made up my mind tonight.
You know what? I'm tired of you making up your own mind. I'm supposed to run your mind. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, shout out to you and your karaoke then. Make sure you do post a flyer though, bro, so people can go check you out if you do
for
sing.
sure, for sure.
Especially Ranting with Ramos. Bob, appreciate you being here. Pues,
That's right.
shout out to Pues. OBS Shorty, appreciate you being here. Angel Dust, always a pleasure. We got Big Alligator in the chat. Appreciate you, Big
That's right.
Alligator. Shout out to you, homie. I appreciate you. Nothing but respects your way. The truth hurts.
Truth
Shout out
hurts.
to the truth hurts.
Shout out to our
My
token
bad,
white
homie.
guy.
It's not my fault. A lot of behind the scenes things. Sometimes we didn't have places to film. Sometimes NORBEEZ ate too much and he spent too much time
Well,
in
I'm
the
not gonna
bathroom.
lie, guys. It's been very, very hot these days, and it would be very difficult to do a show while me and Marvelous here are just sweating our asses off in front of all of you guys.
True, true. Speaking of hot, bro, I just got back from a mini vacation.
Oh,
With
tell.
Special Lady, Appalicious,
Shout
and
out to Special
Roxy,
Lady.
and my son Jay.
Shout out to
We
Jay.
had a great time in Laughlin. I posted up pictures, not on the YouTube. I don't really post pictures on YouTube, but it was hot out there, you guys, in Laughlin. I'm sure many of you guys probably been there to the river, but there was a lot of people all over the river.
Oh,
like,
really? I wasn't there because
barbecuing.
I don't recall getting an invitation to that place.
Yeah, because you were at Taco Bell in the bathroom. So anyways, we had a great time. Shout out to Roxy and Athena for making that trip happen.
That's right.
I'd never been on a jet ski. That was my first time.
Oh,
and
no
I had a
way.
great
So,
time.
you sure it was your first time? Because your ass looked like you were fucking hauling ass. Oops.
I
Excuse my
was.
language.
I was.
But you look like you're. I poor Jay. You splashed water all over him.
Yeah.
When you just
that's the way it's
went
supposed to be.
flying.
We went flying off the jet ski when I let him drive it, man.
Did you know you get a ticket?
No, the cops pulled up on us on the river. They said I was going too fast in the slow zone, but I wasn't going fast. They pulled me over because of my tattoos. But anyways, it was 100.
You were profiled.
It was 121 degrees the day that we got there, or the night that we got there, and I think it was like 125 the night before.
Jeez, oh my
that.
God! Shout out to the Incredible Hulk for gifting the membership out there. We appreciate.
Hey, I appreciate that, Victor. Shout out to you, homie.
And shout out to Anthony also for becoming a member. We appreciate you, Anthony Rebollo.
805 Plumbing, go for it, NORBEEZ.
Shout out to 805 Plumbing all the way from San Diego. There's no pipe he can drain. On call 24/7 in the San Diego area. And if you're lucky, you might get to what's that line you always say for punch?
Man, I'm not saying that for plumbing, fool. You say that. You look forward.
He might let you listen to his speakers.
And you,
Shout out to Punch that too.
That's
also.
the worst commercial ever. Anyways, shout out to Chris from
I was in San Diego also for the East Side Story Love concert they had down there. Shout
you know
out
what's
to San
funny?
Diego.
It's funny how you say I don't invite you places because you don't invite me to nothing you and your boyfriend Tony go to. That's messed up. That's messed up right there.
I did that after you went after your Laughlin trip.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I said, you know what? Let me go down to San Diego and let's make this guy jealous right here.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out to Anthony. Anthony, I appreciate you, homie. That's Big Ant Dog in the chat. For those that want to know, that's the homie right there. I appreciate him. And Athena, no, I am not a reckless driver. If you've seen, I was the smartest, safest, fastest driver. I should be a lifeguard. I mean, I'm just saying. I was saving lives out there. There was people that were wrecking. There was people that fell over and their jet ski flipped over and I dove right in and I was just... and I was saving lives, pulling them out left and right. You know what I'm saying?
How many guys did you give mouth-to-mouth resuscitation?
I didn't. They were all asking for you, NORBEEZ. They're like, where's Norbalicious? Where's Norbalicious? I'm like, he didn't come. He was with his bottle, 28. Anyways, shout out to Ninja Magic. I appreciate you being here. Christina Bella. I appreciate you, Christina.
Poor Roxy.
I know. Hey, no, because Roxy, I threw her in the back of the jet ski, fool. And I was hauling ass on that.
I saw the video.
And Roxy was in the back, like holding on for her dear life, saying, stop, please let me off, stop. I was like, hell nah.
Shout out to Roxy.
Shout out to YG from the Valle. Appreciate you, homie.
That's right.
All right. Dang, I didn't read the questions, NORBEEZ. But did we have any?
I think we just had like welcoming comments from what I saw.
You know what? Let's you know what? This is a spur of the moment show, so I didn't really have anything that I put together or as far as topics that we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
But you know what? Also, shout out to everybody that's on Twitch. Shout out to Elevated that is on the Twitch chat. I over the weekend, over our vacation, I happened to get a little bit of time to fix the video issue on Twitch, so now people can actually see us on Twitch instead of just listening to us. So shout out to everybody that's on Twitch right now. We appreciate you. And while as far as you guys know, since I'm talking right now, and the Marvelous is looking over the comments and the questions, if there's any. I do want to say thank you to everybody that reposted the flyer on their Instagram page. We appreciate everybody on Instagram. If you want to be part of that, you want to help us out and be part of it, go to the official Marvelous Mindz page on Instagram so that we could also add you to the flyer list, and so you could help us spread the word for the channel. Thank you to everybody that helped us also.
Shout out to Mikey Mike out there in Phoenix, Arizona. I appreciate Mikey Mike for tuning in, homie.
That's right.
Suave also. We got Jason Martinez throwing laughs out there. Shout out to Roxy. I appreciate you. Hey. And who else?
And here we're crying about the heat, and then we got somebody from Arizona. It's got to be like 110 over there.
Yep. All right. Any trending topics? You know what? You know what? Really, I don't give a shit. Let's talk about them. Something. You know, I stop you most of the time, but I'm not gonna stop you tonight.
About who? I mean,
you could talk about anybody.
I mean, there's a lot of things that have been
Hey,
happening in the YouTube universe.
Norbeez is a toxica. That's what Norbeez has all the hot gossip.
No, no, I
YouTube.
don't. That's not true. But you know, the YouTube universe seems to always entertain us with
Yeah.
with a lot of stupidity, a lot of you know. Okay, well, let's start with somebody right now. Shout out to the streets ain't loyal Sonny, because apparently he has
Oh, Sonny.
has officially once again being targeted by FBA and many other content makers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they seem to keep pulling up an old interview with that he had with I think Street TV or one of those podcasts from like, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. But apparently somebody decided to reuse that content to once again create a narrative that you know, unfortunately putting out that narrative that, you know, Mexicans are against, you know, the black community, which I definitely believe it's not true. And it's unfortunate that so many people are using that content just to bring it back and just create more division and more hate and more anger, you know.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that's happening. So shout out to the Sonny. He just he's healing right now from an operation.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Sonny from Streets Ain't Loyal, and prayers to him, man. And I'm glad that I talked to him the other day. So we didn't talk about none of the drama. We just talked about his surgery and how he's healing, his healing process and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I hope you're doing good out there, Sonny. And as far as I know, you're not a racist, homie. So I know if these vatos are talking about as far as prison or political things that are going on in the jail system, then that's a whole nother thing, and they're pretty ignorant. And
well, I'm glad you brought that up too, because from the most part, I noticed that a lot of these content makers that are speaking up against him, they usually bring up the jail stuff. They don't really bring up any actual like
and people got to understand this though, that a lot of the content creators, for the majority, and there's not one that I could say that's a solid ass vato that's been there and done that. If they've been busted or been to the prison system, that's cool, whatever. But as far as being politically involved in some faction or an organization or whatever you want to call it, that's where you get to learn the gist of everything and what's going on and what the fight or war would really be about. But as far as content creators and people creating false narratives or talking about people or gossiping about other people and not knowing the factual things about somebody or a certain situation or a comment or getting into the whole context of what the statement was about, they're just gossiping. You know, they're like a bunch of scorned women, and they don't have nothing else to do but to make content. And I mean, it's happened to me. You know, you use Marvelous, you hashtag Marvelous, you're gonna get so many views off of whatever gossip they want to gossip or create narratives or talk crap behind the camera. But Sonny's out here, you know. Sonny's out here he's in the street.
Most definitely.
He's an older homie, but he's an active older homie. He's still from his neighborhood, you know. He's still good. He's still in good standings, and he's a solid dude. And I'm not saying that because he's a friend of mine. I'm saying that because he's really been solid. You know what I mean? And he's spoken highly of. And for somebody to call him out of his name and say things about him that's from another faction that doesn't know anything, and just to create content is pretty ignorant.
Yeah.
You know, so shout out to you, Sonny.
Definitely. Shout out to the Incredible Hulk for sending all those jewels on the chat. We appreciate that. Damn.
What?
I had another one that I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead, fool. There's a lot.
But, I was listening to, but you know what? I did mention earlier, because shout out to Punch Tattoos for pointing it out, that I didn't talk about the concert in San Diego. And I got to say, Marvelous, being in San Diego and being in the East Side Story concert brought to you by Thumb Records, I want to say that it was really different as far as our people down there. I got to give it to San Diego. I mean, they have so much love. They're really... for the most part, very welcoming people. You know, I never really get a chance. I don't know about you, Marvelous, but I don't get a chance to really hang out with our peoples in San Diego. So it was really nice to see them. We had the families out there. I saw them. Everybody was so cool. Everybody talked to each other. It was really beautiful to see our community down there in San Diego, our people down there just being together, enjoying good music, and
Yeah.
and appreciating the lowriders. Well, mind you, the guys in San Diego, hey, shout out to them because they have beautiful lowriders, amazing cars.
Not only this, it's not. I mean, you go to these places and it's cool to see the cars and stuff.
Yeah.
To me, I've been to so many car shows. I've been to so many Chicano events that you usually see the same thing.
Yeah.
And you run into the same people.
Yeah.
But in San Diego, I always call San Diego my second home. I used to live there.
Yeah.
In El Cajon. I used to stay in Rancho. I even stayed in Santee. And that was a crazy one because that's a lot of the weddles are like all highly racial right there, you know. But San Diego is beautiful, man.
It is.
San
It really
Diego
is.
is beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. I mean, I don't know, man. I love San Diego. San Diego
It is, man. If I ever had a girlfriend, I probably would take her right there. And
or a
just
boyfriend.
have
Come on, tell the truth. NORBEEZ, it's all right to come out.
Hey, man, that's how the rumor gets started.
The closet's unlocked,
That's
homie. You could come out anytime.
That's how rumors get started.
All right,
so we're
all
gonna
right.
clip that and.
All right,
everything's
what
good.
else? What else is trendy, NORBEEZ? I know you got a bunch of topics, homie.
Okay, let's see. Next topic would be okay. Well, the next topic is that's been coming up as the usual suspect have been exposed once again, and I don't know why people keep bringing up these same people that get exposed every time. I think every like 3 months the same person gets exposed.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know who.
it is the guy that what's his name?
Say whoever you want, fool. Don't no subliminals. Like, let's not
Okay.
do that. No
All
more.
right, well that was one thing.
But you could say whoever you want.
I mean, well, okay, Dubs got brought up again. I had another one once again for the like.
Who's on him? that vato exposed.
Yeah, exposed. Yeah, he's on there again, and
This isn't wait, hold up. This isn't a reaction. We're not doing a reaction thing. It's just we didn't put nothing together, so we're just going off of whatever.
We're catching
These
up.
are this is NORBEEZ right here.
I'm catching up on everything that's been happening.
NORBEEZ is catching up
in the YouTube universe.
YouTube universe.
The YouTube universe.
We're gonna get to your questions too right now. And if you want to put a question in the comment section, go ahead and we'll read them too. Okay.
Most definitely. The other one. Let's see.
So Dub. What about Dubs?
I have no idea. He got exposed for something. I don't know what it was, but apparently it's enough to make more content out of it. Shout out to Christina Bella. Let's see. Next one is going to be
okay. Well, I mean, if you're gonna bring it up, I mean, might as well talk about it. So being exposed for what?
I don't know. I just saw the picture once again. Dubs exposed, and I mean, at this point, what are they gonna expose the guy for? I have no idea.
I see 3 channels on his neck. Right.
Really?
I'm not gonna name the 3 channels, but
Yeah.
I always see them making content about Dubs this, Dubs that. First of all, Dubs and you can't say one without the other. So Dubs and Gunner, right? And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna give them shout out for having me on their platform years ago, right? That's cool. Them though, these 2 individuals, they've been to prison. They did YA time. They did all this, and they created a channel to be specifically about whatever they've been through in their life, right? Cool, whatever. They're making money. They're out here now. They're doing their thing, right? But then this is the thing that goes along with it is you got, like I said, you got other people that create channels and they want their story to top that guy's story. Or they want to expose something and somebody for not being the biggest gangster out here or the biggest G. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it sucks, you know what I mean, for somebody to pay attention to another man that much, where you make content or you stalk them, because it's become stalking now. I see them all the time, man. When these vatos go live, these other vatos go live and they're filming their channel at the same time, and it sucks that you got for a man to wake up and you have another man on your mind 24/7 and searching when he's going live on TikTok, when he's going live on, and it sucks. You know, I could only imagine how Dubs and Gunner feel, you know, getting all that backlash. And the other thing is, okay, being exposed for not being active no more or whatever they did. You know, I don't know the whole thing of it, so I'm not going to talk on them or say anything in a bad light. But whatever they did they're out here now, and for you to consider yourself, for the channels for you to consider yourself an active gang member or spin a narrative about somebody, then you should be all the way active, and you should go handle your business as an active person. You know what I mean? Because a real active person that's in the jail system or in the prison system, there's none of that. None of that. There's all action. There's no cell soldiering. You're not going to be videotaping a guy in his cell and when is he going out to yard and videotaping what he's doing, and none of that. You either act on it or you don't. You don't sit there in your room and stalk the vatos, you know, and talk crap and then create a whole following of other people that are just talking crap in the comment section about a man that's living his life, making content, you know? So it just sucks, you know, that and it sucks that these vatos are they're older, you know what I mean? They're in their 30s and 40s, and that's their content. You know what I mean? They could be doing so many other things with their channel. They could be educating. They could be doing a lot of things. Really, you know, they could be doing travel videos. Yeah. They could be doing, you know, just teaching the youngsters. You know, not just stalk other men. Like it's just ridiculous. You know, so I could only imagine how those two dudes feel. But hey, well, I mean, everybody got their path.
And
right?
I bring that up because not specifically because of Dubs, but more specifically for the fact that we have other men, other people here, just literally only creating content out of, you know, trying to expose people, trying to smear them. And I bring that up in the case because a popular, I guess I don't know, I don't know what you would call him. He goes by the name Perez Hilton. Perez Hilton. Yes. Damn, I don't know this guy's been out since the early 2000s, and his whole platform has always been for stalking celebrities, specifically when they break down and they crash out. And his thing was to always put it out there. Yeah, you know, have pictures, have videos, and he pretty much started a reaction of nothing but like catching celebrities when they break down. Yeah, or as they call it now, crash out. So recently, you know, it's been like maybe like 20 years since he's been doing this and just putting out celebrities and their private business out there like that, right? So, and he catches them in like their worst time when they're suffering and they're almost they're to the point where they're trying to almost take out their own lives in a sense. Yeah. So recently, this guy has been going through his own drama, his own episodes, and recently he did a TikTok live where he started unfortunately in a sense mutilating himself live in front of the camera. And he said he started becoming red from all the liquids, right?
Oh, you're talking about that wasn't real, was it?
Yeah, that was real. That was real.
So I didn't know that was real.
So this guy spent about 20 years just not exposing, but pretty much putting celebrities' personal business of them, you know, through their worst times, you know, showing it to the public. And pretty much,
what? Honestly, bro, I think I know who you're talking about. He's a güero, right, with blonde hair.
Well, he's not. He's somewhat raza. He is raza.
Is he?
Yeah. He just happens to. Throughout the years, he's gotten a lot lighter and he went blonde.
Man, I don't know, man. I think that fool's a.
But back in the day, he was a more chunkier guy with black hair.
I don't think that was real, bro. I don't think that was real. I know what you're talking about, and that's part of a ritual that they do. That's what I was gonna bring up. What's her name did the same thing. That little Selena Gomez, was it? Was it Selena Gomez or the other one? What's her name? The other Jaina.
Becky G.
No. It's the
Britney Spears.
Oh man.
Christina Aguilera.
No, she's like some chick. Maybe they'll put it in the comments.
Billie Eilish. What did she do?
She puts her face all bloody.
Really?
Yeah. It's the same thing that he did.
Shout out to Vida Maravilla for gifting those jewels on the chat. We appreciate
Thank you, Vida. I appreciate you, Vida. Hope all is well.
Also, well, why I'm bringing that up because right now people, his team is pushing. Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah, her.
Yes,
there you go.
Yeah.
Roxy knows.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, Roxy knows.
So right now, his team is going out there, and I'm pretty sure they're paying a lot of the social media gossip pages, right?
Yeah.
To put it out there that his kids, because apparently he has like 3 kids.
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah.
The one that did
but I
that?
think they're adopted.
I thought he was
He is
rainbow.
He is. But I guess
But he has kids.
they adopted him. I
Alright.
guess. But right now they're I'm pretty well, like I said, I'm pretty sure they're paying for this, but they're asking everyone to let him be, and not to bring it up, not to bring him up, or not to say anything about him, and to give him and his family privacy.
Yeah.
Now and that's the biggest question here. Should people give this guy his privacy, considering the fact that he made a career out of not doing that for all these celebrities that he made a career out of?
I think once you put your face on camera and you speak on other people or you speak on certain things, you have no expectation of privacy because you're in a public forum. You made yourself a public entity. So you could say you, NORBEEZ.
We sure did.
You could say me too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're on camera, homie.
Mhm.
You're creating episodes. You could call it content creating. You could call it lectures. You could call it teachings or education. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But the point of the matter is that you put yourself on a public forum with public people. It's like walking around in public, and now you're a public figure.
Yeah.
So everybody is gonna want to know, well, what's the background behind this guy? Who is he really, and why should I believe him or follow him?
Yeah.
If they are gonna follow
Yeah.
you, you know what I'm saying? So these guys have no expectation of privacy. So for them to complain about anything and want to be all like, you know what I mean? You made yourself a public figure.
Yeah.
So oh well.
Now then that's the thing. As far as him being a public figure, I mean, well, no.
All right, next one. Next one, Norbis, because you're gonna keep going, homie. I know you got priors.
Let's see. That one. Let's see who else. Let's see. Okay, so the podcaster. And I guess I'll say it because it is what's just happening. Lucky from Hoodstock, as many of you, I don't know if many of you guys knew, but his studio burned down. And it seems that lately he has been calling out rappers and calling out other, like
He has.
Yes. I
For
think
what?
one was a young guy. He's not young. He's probably in his 20s. Westmont. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a young rapper.
No.
Westmont Scheme.
Mm-mm.
Really great rapper. But recently they were going at it on Instagram, where for some reason I guess Lucky must have disrespected Westmont Scheme, and Westmont Scheme called him out on Instagram. Did a whole video, like drop me the address. I'm ready. Let's handle it like real man, because you seem to keep talking about me, and like I'm ready for. He put all these screenshots of the conversation.
Was that the younger Vato or the
younger Vato? The younger Vato.
Okay.
The younger Vato.
I thought you were talking about the older
No,
one.
that's the next
Okay,
one.
go ahead.
So and then that was one case where I guess nothing got settled, and nothing came out of it. But the point is that, again, why it doesn't make sense why, again, this podcaster Lucky would knowing how people work, that somebody will eventually put it out there, and he did. Westmont Scheme put it out there on his social media, and after that, we have another rapper by the name of O.Creep. That shout out to O.Creep. He's from the OC. Also another rapper. He's been in the game for many years, and he came out also making videos. Making videos and talking about Lucky and about him dissing the OC, him dissing him, and also another man here calling him out to run it. And recently, O.Creep did a video saying that he's done with it, whatever. He doesn't care because clearly he's not going to respond to him, so he's just going to.
These guys don't have they need to make videos about it. They don't have each other's number where they could call each other like.
Now, I don't know if they have each other's number. As far as I know, from what Lucky's response is that Westmont Scheme, for instance, he knows exactly where the address is, which doesn't make sense because it burned down, so it doesn't seem like he could go there anyways. But apparently, he does have his number, or at least knows somebody that can give him his number. But the point is, it doesn't really make sense why and that's something I see with podcasters that a lot lately. They all these guys everywhere. They're all calling each other out on lives, on their shorts, and it's just what is that saying that we have aside from because Lucky is not the only one. We have a bunch. We have Poetic Flacco also starting his own thing with Lucky, and we have a bunch of other people that are just looking for all these fades, but not one of them has actually done it.
Nobody.
Nobody has actually, okay, let's get it, let's do it, let's handle it. Apparently one did. Nobody saw it happen. He goes by the name of Rich Juan. He recently got into a verbal
Oh, I
fight.
met him. Full community, right?
Yes,
I met him when he was humble.
yeah.
He was a humble.
Apparently he's the biggest
Okay, but that whole Bozo thing, Bozo's not a fighter. Bozo's not gonna fight nobody. He's gonna ball up and not like that.
well, apparently,
And-
according to Rich Juan, they did run it as you said. They say they did.
I don't believe
run it.
I don't believe
So
none
you
of
don't
that
believe
shit.
that? Well, that's their story, and I guess they're gonna stick to it. But the point is that why is it that that's unfortunately the thing that's contaminating all the platforms right now. Everybody's trying to create these fights everywhere, but nobody's doing anything.
Well, they're
about
not.
it.
They're literally the equivalent of cell soldiering. You know, it's the
Self-
same
no,
thing.
I never heard of
A
that.
cell soldier is when you're on your wall. For us, when we have the tira,
Mm-hmm.
you're in your cell and you're screaming out of your bars of what you're gonna do to another man. But when you come out for showers or you go out to rec or the day room or whatever, you don't do nothing. It's just all bark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is like that. You've seen everything that has gone on since I met you,
Yeah.
Northeast.
Yeah.
I've literally shown you. You've seen behind the scenes what everybody doesn't know on here.
Yeah.
You've literally seen
Oh yeah.
who's trying to act like they're mobsters, Vatos threatening civilians' lives, Vatos claiming to be active that were never active, other dudes smutting up other dudes that had smut on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous, bro. You know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know. I mean, Lucky has a following. I appreciate him having me on his show. You know, when he did invite me to his show, we did 3 episodes. He took them all down. Good job, buddy. You had the most views with me. But he knows why he took them down. And hey, it sucks that he lost his studio, but he has enough people that are gonna give him, or donate to him or whatever to get another studio going. He should just start filming at his house again, like he used to.
That's usually how it ends up.
But then, you don't want to be taking all these gang members to your house either. You know what I'm
that part,
saying?
that
And
part.
since he wants to be the most active Russian out here, that's what he's gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't call out people that you're not gonna get down with, and don't ask people for backup.
But I'm trying to understand, why are all these men doing this right now? I mean, why?
Well, because they're not men yet. Men don't do that. You answered your own question. Men don't do that, bro.
Because I'm thinking I'm more thinking like these guys really ran out of ideas. These guys really have nothing else to offer but just to start fights and just start talking about each other.
Well, that's what happens with a channel when you have no direction.
Yeah.
With your channel, you create your channel to do certain things in it. We did like tonight, bro. We didn't have nothing to talk about tonight, and look at what we ended up talking about. And I didn't come up with none of this shit.
No,
You're
that was
bringing
all
all
me.
this to my
That's all
platform,
me.
homie.
That's all me.
All
That
right,
is all me.
But yeah, see the things that you end up
and
I'm not saying you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what ends up happening when you don't have a goal or you don't have a goal, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
for the
mean?
most part. I mean,
You have no direction.
and that's the thing, like, right here, what we aim to, like, at least try to put some sort of education, or at least make people think that has nothing to do with fighting somebody or insulting somebody. It has more something to do with connecting to your own roots, connecting to your community. I mean, like right now it's kind of a beautiful moment because because of the lineage fire. I see a lot of the people from Boyle Heights is coming together and raising their voice, and it's beautiful because it's not only Boyle Heights, but we got people from El Monte. We have people from lots of different places from East LA. shouting, because what happened in that lineage fire was really horrible. Because aside from the smell, there's the ammonia in the air. There's the stench of rotting flesh that nobody in that area can run their air conditioner since it started, because either in the beginning you sucked in all the smoke, or afterwards you sucked in all the stench or the ammonia, and it's just poisoning the community there, and it's really bad. And those are the things that, for instance, on this platform, I and every platform actually, because aside from right now us talking about it, I don't know any other platform that brings up lineage and the fire that happened there, because that really affected our community. And I don't see anyone that supposedly are part of our community out here on YouTube actually, voicing it and talking about it and giving it, some airtime.
Thank you for that, News with NORBEEZ. On the next episode with News with NORBEEZ, we will be discussing whatever NORBEEZ wants to discuss.
Hey.
We appreciate you, bro. Thank you for bringing that to the platform. Anyways, I want to give a special shout out to Vicky's Town Chronicles. I appreciate you, homeboy, for being a part of this show, bro. And our respects always to you, homie. Quien te importa? I see you in the chat too, as well. Pelon, I appreciate you guys. My apologies for the little gossip tonight, but I let NORBEEZ go wherever he wanted to go with it.
Because while we were on vacation, these were the things that were popping up, and it's very frustrating and confusing. Like, why do you guys keep doing that? Like,
just don't watch. Why don't you push? Isn't there a button to push, like, not to look at their stuff?
The unfortunate part, I don't know if it's because they tag us or maybe they mention us, or I don't know why, but it comes up on our feed. It comes up on my feed. And it's annoying because
stop feeding off of it.
YouTube, stop showing me these things that I don't subscribe to. But shout out to the Red Cat Uprock. It's good to see you.
Anyways, there's a lot of things affecting our communities. One of the biggest things that is affecting our communities, and I always speak about it, is our food content. And our food content is very important because a lot of you are busy during the day, women, husbands. You got to work 8 hours, if not more, a day. You're away from your children, kids, babies, whatever you want to call them. Rats, nah. But you're away from your kids, you know what I mean? And you don't have time to be cooking dinner. You don't got time to be doing a lot of things. So you go out and buy fast food. We just urge you, please, 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 please stop eating fast food. Eat fast, you're gonna DIE fast. So you gotta really be careful on what you're putting in your body, right? Fast food is not good for you. A lot of the stuff is packaged in bags, frozen for a long periods of time, and for the most part, it is not real food. It is not real food. A lot of the meat that you do eat is put together with a lot of things like meat glue. Want to do your research on meat glue and what that is. It's various parts of what are you laughing at, NORBEEZ? What are you laughing at?
Shout out to Shoot for the Stars, man. I appreciate you.
But it's a lot of various parts of the body of a cow that is different cuts of the cow that's put together with meat glue and formed into a steak that you buy from your local grocery store. So you got to be careful on what you're feeding yourself, kids, and just be careful what you're putting in your body. You're drinking, everything, man, because that is the biggest demise of our people. Is what we're consuming. So and it's right under your nose. You're worried about what the government's doing, what laws are being passed, who got busted, what game is on, where you're gonna travel to next month. You're worried about so many things, and you're eating all this fast food in the meantime. Fries, processed fries, stuff that is not organic. You're eating fake chicken, and not even you shouldn't be eating chicken. You're going to or dining out at different restaurants, and you're consuming, and that's what they made out of you, consumer. You're a consumer that eats all the processed stuff that they give you, and you're a consumer when you buy into all their brand names, their brand name things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stop consuming. Don't be a glutton. It's a glutton. That's what that is. When you just overly consume and you don't have to. All you have to do is eat one time a day. That's it. Once a day. Once a day. And all that water that they say that you need to be drinking, you don't need all that water. You do not need all that water. Your body is made up of water. And learn where your protein comes from. The protein, your first generation of protein, okay, that comes from the photosynthesis that's given to the plant of melanation and carbon. Carbon, okay? You're made of carbon, okay? You need something that's going to energize that. Electrolytes, high pH, organic, pure frequency. Then it's going to deliver that frequency to your pineal gland and deliver it through your spinal cord, up and down, that energy, that real protein, real electrolytes.
Shout out to the Incredible Hulk.
So, you know, step it up, guys. You guys want to live longer and have more memories with your family and friends, and go places and travel next year and plan trips. Well, then be around for it. Be around for it. Stick around. You know, don't go out like that. Don't, just because it tastes good and it's fast and you don't have to cook for it and it's too hot to cook, or I don't want to, I'm too lazy to go to the store, or I'm too lazy to research things. Hey, well, let your laziness be your demise then.
Damn, bro.
You're going to be on your way out. I mean, for real. You got to be blunt, man.
You're making me feel guilty.
You know, people get all in the moment. You know, my brother, shout out to my brother. My brother's going through some things right now. Not Rock though, but my other brother. The Mongol. He's going through some things right now, and he's trying to step it up on his organic journey now at his older age now, you know. And we have these long conversations, and I break down a lot of things to him on what he should be doing, what he should be eating, things that he should be doing, or as far as being more active during the day, you know.
Yeah.
Waking up earlier, programming, maybe taking walks around the block, a lot of things that he should be doing.
Yeah.
And he gets all pumped up, you know. Thank you, you know, I love you. Thank you for enlightening me, and thank you for this list that you made for me, or showing me how to make certain teas or whatever. And he gets all pumped up, and it makes me feel good, you know what I mean? But after a 2-week period, he falls off again, you know, and he's bad. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And here's the long conversation, you know, again, you know, oh, well, I haven't done it in a while, or I haven't drank that tea in a while, and all you hear is just, and shout out to my brother, I love you, man, but all you hear is depression. You know, it's a habit. Your depression becomes a habit. You know what I mean? You get stuck in that state of mind of like, I'm too old already anyways. There's no way I could get fit anyways. You know, I'm not young like I used to be. It's just because my body's getting old. And if you keep believing that shit, if you keep believing and telling yourself that, you're going to stay old. You're going to stay old. You're going to stay frail. You're not going to have no energy to get up. You're not going to want to do anything. You're going to stay home all day. You know, nothing vibrant or of substance is going to come into your life because of you. You're a stagnant being. You're just like a rock. You're taking up space. There's no use for you. You're not doing anything. Everybody has drained you, and you're like a shriveled up little saralito, a prune. You know, you don't see no worth and value in yourself. You know, that's your fault. You need to stop that. Come out of that shit. Just because bad things happen or certain relationships ended, or, and I'm not talking about my brother, but any of you guys, a job didn't work out for you. Maybe you didn't get the place that you wanted to, or maybe anything didn't work out for you. You know, you could get a flat tire in the day and think your life is going to end. You know, a relationship or whatever. It's not over. It's not. All those things have to happen to you to give you the wisdom that you're going to carry, and that message that's going to be delivered to the other person that's watching you. Everybody's watching you right now. You on the couch right there. You listening in your car. You, the truck driver that's driving. You know, the woman that's cooking, watching this podcast right now. The homie that's writing on his tablet, just listening to what I'm saying right now. It's in you. It's in you. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you and learning from you. Little do you know. You don't know it yet. You know, you were sent down here with a message. and it's up to you to live long enough to deliver that message. You know, the Satan of the Bible, you know, if you want to get into biblical terms, is known as the Satan. It's the resistance that the energy gives you to show your worthiness of inheriting a heaven, to entering a gate of heaven. That's your resistance to prove how much do you want it. How far are you willing to go to deliver this package that I gave to you? Are you going to fall out? Are you going to give up? Are you going to let other people's energy overcome you? Don't be weak, homies. Don't be weak, women. Deliver that message. Your kids are watching you. Other people's kids are watching you. Homies are watching you. Homegirls are watching you. They're watching your page on social media, seeing the way you live your life. They're looking at your comments, seeing the way you project yourself and articulate yourself as a person. They're seeing if you're a person with good morals, with respect, with high standards, with good etiquette. You know, who is this person? Are they a God-fearing woman? Are they a God-fearing man? What do they have? Are they going to bring light into my life or just darkness? What are you bringing to somebody's life? Ask yourself that. And what are you going to be remembered for? Are you just here taking up space on the couch, eating popcorn and chips and hot Cheetos and gossiping on the internet? Or are you really bringing some value to our tribe, to our community, to our barrios? What are you doing? My bad if I ranted, but I mean,
I was rant.
I have to say what I gotta say.
That's
you know?
right. That's right. That's right. Don't hold it back. Don't hold it back. We appreciate it, Marvelous. The chat appreciates it, and especially when you go on those types of rants. You know, when you start speaking about health stuff. You know, I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot, and I'm glad we talked about it because, again, you know, that's why I was saying that, you know, on this platform, you know, generally we aim towards that type of conversation. You know, health, you know, community. And I'm glad you brought up about the walking part because recently I did find out that if you eat and don't do anything afterwards and just sit, your body does not cannot process the food that you just ate. So it is recommended that you force your body to start processing that food immediately after you eat. So it is recommended that you do, as soon as you finish eating, you go out for at least a 10-minute walk where you let the body react and force it to pretty much start the processing procedures that happens inside so that your body doesn't just keep that food laying inside you.
And actually, to add to your statement right now, NORBEEZ, is it's even better to exercise or stretch out before you eat.
Ooh.
So you get your body and nervous system stimulated to bring in all those minerals and vitamins that you're consuming, if they are.
Yes. Yeah, so that's something that's important. Also, you know, I'm glad you mentioned about water, about drinking water. Actually, most recently, not recently, but for a good while now, I've been adding a pinch of salt to my water. Now, I take it from information that the body tends to keep the salt in the body, but at the same time, the salt tends to absorb the water also, which in turn keeps your body hydrated because your body holds on to salt minerals a lot longer than just regular plain water.
Is that why you're so salty?
That's why I'm so salty.
You want to get you some of the questions, bro?
Were there any?
Well, you're the one that told me about them.
Did you look at them?
You told me about them.
Now I do want to bring
whatever's
up
there.
something that somebody did bring up, especially about this was one of the topics we were going to bring up, which is the earthquakes that are currently happening in South America. You know, usually we all grew up thinking that there was a ring of fire where most of the earthquake, if not all of them, could happen. And now recently, Venezuela had 2 earthquakes, both of them over 7.0. And more recently, Colombia just had one, very devastating one. Unfortunately, many people were unalive in that one, and who knows how many more they're still searching. But a lot of people are asking, what's going on, Marvelous? Like, do you think this might have anything to do with the HARP program, as they call it?
I think everything has to do with not necessarily HARP, but yes, HARP. Um, so what people, if you don't know, the government has the ability to create certain natural disasters which are not natural, if you will, such as earthquakes, violent storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. You could ask yourself, well, how do they do that? Well, one of their systems of using it weather-wise with the cloud system is called cloud seeding. And cloud seeding is due to chemtrails and frequency that's being emitted through either wind towers or some sort of you know what, I'm gonna call them all. I don't want to call them all Gwyn towers because the Gwyn towers are known as cell towers and they're not necessarily cell towers. The cell phone um frequency that you are using is only a program. It's only literally like a microchip that's in the cell tower. So the cell tower itself, that's what you call it, or that's what the name that was given to you, but they're really called Gwyn towers. And what that does is sends frequency out into the stratosphere, which is where you get the what do I call it? Into the ether. Okay. And what it does is it stimulates whatever they're seeding the clouds with, such as aluminum and barium. And that is pushed, you know, either through winds or whatever to cover a certain area of whatever they want to cover. You know, they say they want to cover all of Los Angeles with clouds like you see every single morning. Those aren't natural clouds. Those are called cloud seeding. Okay, they're due to the chemtrails that were produced the night before or the day before. So they have the ability to control weather, modify weather, let your days be sunny if they want. Another thing that they do use, you could call it part of HARP, but I can't remember the name specifically, and I don't want to throw a specific name out there. But what it is using electromagnetic frequency to cause something to move. They're able to do that too, such as rocks, earth, or what you believe to be um um tucked tectonic plates. Okay, so what you're taught in school, or what we were taught in school, is that there are tectonic plates, and tectonic plates are part of the shelf that our land sits on, right? And some of these plates, tectonic plates, are constantly moving, and sometimes one will reach another one and go under the other one, and or creating a mountain or a hill, or if even more substantial, a volcano. You know, so that's what they teach you in school. But through ground frequency, or I think that they use these big generators under the earth, is to produce a massive amount of current to move land masses and create earthquakes, if you will. So if you look at all the earthquakes happening in all the Americas, up and down the coast, you know, all South America, North America, the earthquakes that are happening, you could ask, well, why are they doing that? Why would they do that to Argentina? Why would they do that to Colombia? Why now? Or, you know, well, my belief is it has everything to do with destabilizing the communities that are living in that area or territory, to formulate a plan to either level out that whole city or force a certain people to move out of their communities and build whatever infrastructure they're going to build there. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because they've done it already. They've done it before. There's a lot of minerals that are in this land. We carry the majority of oil. I don't care what you say. We carry the majority of oil on this land, not Kuwait, not believing that they have more than us. We have a lot of oil, and not only that, minerals that are they use for making cell phones, for making microchips, for making all kinds of things. So, I mean, that's what I believe that they're doing. NORBEEZ, what do you think about it?
I mean, for me, I think you're onto something as far as pointing out the oil. I do recall seeing a clip of a man that supposedly worked for the government, and explaining that there is a technology that sends I don't know if it was radio waves or some sort of frequency that penetrates the ground, and with that technology, they're capable of seeing if there's any oil deposits in there. So they were using that a lot to look for oil. Now he did mention that this was a very dangerous technology, because if you put out the wrong frequency or it's too strong, you could cause possibly an earthquake. And it's interesting because, Venezuela, it happened in Venezuela, and that's one of the places that has a lot of oil. And recently, the U.S. has.
But all of us though, bro, it's not only like we just said that right now, Venezuela, right?
Yeah.
But didn't you just take pictures at Long Beach?
Yes.
You know those little islands right there with those buildings?
Yes.
You know those are federal government protected areas?
Yes.
You know what's in those buildings?
Yes.
What?
Oil rigs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to the Fox Hills Mall? To the backside, to the what do they call it? The uppers and the lowers right there?
Yeah,
where you go through the hills. You see all those oil pumps?
Yes, you do.
You know Montebello right there? It was all filled with oil pumps.
Where in Montebello?
All the Montebello hillside.
You mean where they're building, or they built those new condos?
The Tesla spot that used to be Costco. Yeah, that was all filled with oil pumps before.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. And I'm pretty sure they probably built something to like hide them now.
You look at the energy center that's right there, that holds all the electricity right there, right? That's a federal government protected building. The place right there that's across the street from that place that has all the camera systems and everything in there. What is that building right there? What is that?
Yeah.
Across the street from the freeway, the 60 freeway, that they say is a dump. Do the trash trucks ever go into that dump?
No, not that.
Because it looks like a damn pyramid to me.
I told you that like a couple of years ago, and you actually told
tell me that.
Yeah, no,
I told you that.
No.
No, Norbee, don't sit here and lie on my podcast.
Like maybe two years ago, I had said it on the show, and I said, do you ever notice that those things kind of look like pyramid? And you corrected me, and you told me, no, that's actually a landfill or something where they
I said they said it's a landfill. Yeah, but the Culver City steps.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't I send you pictures of other pyramid like Oh
yeah. I mean, and there's Lake Pyramid. Have you ever gone to Lake Pyramid?
Lake Pyramid, no.
Yeah, it's going through the Grapevine, going up north.
Have you ever seen the pyramid? And this is what I'm researching right now. So this is real time right now that I'm researching right now. So you guys are gonna get the full thing. And I've been doing this for a couple of months now. But,
okay.
Hemet. Have you seen the pyramid at Hemet?
What?
Yeah, look it up. Can you put it up?
Let's see. You said Pyramid of Hemet?
Yeah. Put it up and see if people can see it on here. I would like to show them.
I don't get it. I can't really see it. Oh.
Yeah. So how I do a lot of research on how the indigenous people and the migration story is really our people, and it's a stolen, hijacked narrative that was made into the Bible of creating a Hebraic people, right? Or what they call Israelites, right? But those stories that are being told are our stories, and the maps that they use are really the maps that are here. So the Euphrates being here, the Nile River being here, right?
Yeah.
The Dead Sea, right? Remember that?
Yes.
The Yehuda, right? Being Utah, Jerusalem being located in Utah, right? All that stuff in the migration down to the Red Sea, right, is the Dead Sea. Phoenix being ancient Phoenicia, right?
Yes.
Now, right now, I'm studying on Hemet. And Hemet, what would Hemet have to do with it? And why would there be a pyramid in Hemet? Well, my thing that I'm trying to find out right now is Hemet really Kemet? Because the real pronunciation of Kemet is Kemet, and that's the way you pronounce it.
Now you say that what people refer to as Egypt is actually Kemet.
Yeah, well, because the people of Kemet, it's called Kemet, right? And Egypt is a term of bondage. It's not that's not what you call Kemet over there, right? So just show them the pyramid so they could trip on that first and see what they think.
All right, let me see if I can find it first.
Oh man, there you go.
No, I found it, but I want them to see you.
Nah, they don't need to see me. I'm not important.
All right.
The message is important.
Let me see. Picture, image.
So you guys let me know what you guys think. Is it a pyramid? Could there be more pyramids here? Because I know there's more pyramids here than anywhere else over there, you know, which would be considered Egypt over there. I know our hieroglyphs are real and ancient, and theirs were made around the 17th century, the 18th century.
All right, so the picture should be up right now, and people can
Let me see what they say.
ladies and gentlemen, let us know if you believe that is an actual pyramid or not. Okay, because that thing
Oh,
is
that's
very
little. You gotta throw it up bigger, bro.
but it's very triangle, very triangle. Look at it again.
You know, is that a natural form, or is there a pyramid under there? If you look at all the pyramids that are found around the world, you know, they're usually found, well, the ones over here are found in jungle areas, right? Where there's plant growth over it, there's rock, debris, stuff that would be considered found on the Great Mud Flood, right? Which they call the Mud Flood. And they usually have to do a lot of digging, processing
But I
to
mean,
reveal the steps.
that really does look like a
pyramid.
It's a pyramid.
Right?
I mean, it looks like a straight up pyramid. I mean, and that's in Hemet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of places that definitely, you know, and for the most part, I would probably go as far as to say maybe we should look into missions, like missions that they built, because for the most part, in Mexico,
in Mexico, they built the churches on top of the pyramids, bro.
I recently saw a video clip of this guy that is saying that there's a pyramid completely covered in grass and made to look like a church.
Yes.
And even the steps are the same ones like the pyramid.
Yep.
And right on top is a church.
Did I send you that video?
No. But I saw it and I was like, what the hell?
Okay.
Like that, you can't tell that there's an actual pyramid because it's all covered in grass and in different decorations, and then the church at the top. But the stairs are clearly stairs from a pyramid.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's let the people decide. You know, does it look like it's man-made or is that natural? You know.
I mean, guys, chat. Let us know what you guys think. I mean, for the most part, somebody's see. We got a lot of that says that's a natural formation.
Is it? Okay.
We got Mary Lou that says looks too pointy. Well, Red Cat also says looks like a mountain of sediments. And then we have Polyfoos think that's Montezuma's pyramid. We also have let's see, we have Ninja Magic that says looks like a mountain to me. And for the most part, I think we're getting a few of them that are think it looks a little odd, and then others that look that's probably more than likely just a mountain.
Okay, I don't know. That mountain's kind of perfect.
Let's see. I mean, for the most part, for me, I can definitely see that it's definitely a pyramid shape. I mean, you don't see too many mountains that are in that shape.
Yeah.
And then again, you know, there's so many, like for instance, the giant trees theory also, that a lot of these mountains that are completely flat from the top are just old, very old trees, giant trees that were chopped down all over the earth.
So just to let you know, that's what I'm studying right now. That's what I'm investigating right now for you guys. So
that's interesting.
It usually takes me a while to come up with something that I could base off of making a factual statement, because I don't want to be dumb and I don't want to say something that's not true. So that's what I'm studying right now, you guys. So I do plan to take a trip out there and to go check it out.
Wait, you're gonna plan to actually go to to Hemet?
Yeah, well, am I gonna investigate it from a picture? No, bro. You gotta be out there in the field.
Now again, now Lake let's see, Pyramid Lake and going on the fire, that there's like a lake and then there's a formation that definitely looks
under the water, right?
Yeah. No, on top of the water. On top of the water.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking about another one then.
It's very interesting just looking at it.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, let's take Philip says take some phone calls. What time is this? 9:06. Oh, it's still early. Shout out to Smileys in the chat. I see you, Laris. What up, homie? Welcome in, bro. One more minute. Appreciate you being in here. DZ, is there a mountain range there? I'm not sure, man. I think there is in Hemet. There's a mountain range, isn't there?
There probably is.
But that one's by itself.
Oh yeah, that one.
Like
that one
that-
looks. That one definitely looks like it's
Yeah.
just right there by
So
itself.
that I think that's too small to be a mountain, but too big to be a hill.
Mm.
You know, and the angles of it is too. It would be too man-made. I believe. So. You guys have a difference of opinion, then I respect that. You know. Shout out to Clarissa Mile High. The one. My Theo got lit and built that. Damn. Okay. Shout out to the chosen one. I appreciate you being here. Crazy KK. Welcome in, Crazy KK. I appreciate you being in the chat as well. Run too high for this. My mind is blown.
Hey.
Ooh.
Now this one definitely. I definitely want to ask you, and for you to look at it, and you tell me. Well, and you guys in the audience tell me this is in Lake Pyramid, and you guys tell me if this looks like a pyramid to you guys. Because this is exactly when you drive. I think it's either the 5 or the 101, one of those two. Going up north, you see this. You see this on the side of the mountain. I don't know if you could see that yet.
Oh, those are the hillsides. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I've seen these.
So that's Lake Pyramid right there. Now, that guy definitely looks like a pyramid.
I mean, I've seen hillsides like that. We've had a grade hillsides like that when I did industrial landscaping.
Yes.
So what you do is you grade a hill like that, and grading is creating the steps. And it's kind of like, it looks like a pyramid if the hillside is shaped almost to that degree or that angle.
Yes.
And then we tarp it, you know, in case of a landslide.
Really?
Or in case there's gonna be, it's like the rainy season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you create steps so there won't be a landslide.
Now this one, it's a very interesting shape. I mean, I zoomed in a little bit more in there. If you want to look at it again.
I think you're kind of shaped like a pyramid.
Damn.
Let's see which one. Oh, now you're gonna just pull up all kinds of your own pictures, huh? All right.
No, but I'm just saying.
You see how he takes over my show? You guys, you see?
I mean, look at it. I mean, can you see it right there? I mean, it does definitely look like they did shape it, but it's just crazy how they just shaped it so well.
It also looks graded. You know what grading is, right?
No.
When you make a step, you cut a step into that angle.
Yeah.
That's grading a hillside or a mountainside.
Yeah, that somebody said that the DZ5620 said they graded that to support the highway.
Oh, you see?
But there's no highway there.
You said it. There could be. Let me see.
It's just a mountain and that lake.
It doesn't look that big though, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, cause I don't. Maybe they did carve it out, but it's just weird that they would carve it out there. What's in that lake?
I think that you're looking deeper into it because they call it Pyramid Lake.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering what's in that lake for them to carve that in the side of the mountain. You know, like we really have that kind of time to like just carve out the shape of a pyramid there.
I don't know, but where there's water, there's energy. So who knows if there's something underground right there, that's going on that we don't know about. You know, look at the dams that have been built, and the energy centers that are below them.
Yeah,
because there is energy.
Yeah.
All right.
And I didn't think we were gonna get into that, but we got somehow, some way, we ended up in pyramids.
Yeah, we sure did,
That's
buddy.
how you know it's a
buddy,
good show.
old pal, old friend.
That's how you know it's a good show.
Shout out to Zapata Vive. I appreciate you. Styles Fitness. Finest. Highway 5. Is that by Highway 5?
Yes, it's probably like I said, either Highway 5 or the 101 North.
Shout out to Chanok from the south.
That's right.
All right, Norbert. What was another question? Any more or no? Come on, because we're gonna take calls right now. I wanna talk to everybody.
Dang. Okay, now the other one was from Medicine. He asked, "Have you heard of Sazon Produce in LA? They have hard to find fruits and like sour soap, and black sapote."
Oh, I haven't heard of them, bro.
I think that's on Central. I want to say on Central Street between 7th and.
It's an organic store or what?
Well, it's just hard, like it, and I don't know if it's that one, but for the most part, it's just they just have rare items, not rare items, but not common items that are usually throughout the Americas.
Oh,
Whereas most places just have your typical water.
but are they like herbs and stuff, or is it just like a store that?
I believe they do have herbs also.
Oh, okay. And so why haven't you promoted it to everybody to help them out, NORBEEZ?
I haven't.
You're
gone there
accountable.
myself.
You're accountable for their health, NORBEEZ.
Damn.
All right.
I heard that. Shout out to Two Face Entertainment.
You got the football right now, homie. Make a touchdown.
That's right.
Come on, bro. Look at you. You're all excited. Hey, have you ever played sports, NORBEEZ?
Yeah, I played a few sports in my day.
We're not talking about hula hoop or hopscotch, fool.
You know, back in my days, you know, we
What do you mean in your days?
we used to
You're an Edgar, fool.
you know, a lot of people get it wrong. They think we played we used to hit a ball with our hips to throw it inside a hole, but it was never really that. What we really did was pretty much used it and threw it inside the hole. You know, it's pretty much our version of basketball before basketball.
NORBEEZ, man, why can't you ever be serious, man?
That was a long time ago.
Listen, man.
You know,
listen.
people
This
take
isn't gonna give up
ideas.
your age, fool.
People
have you listen, Linda? Have you ever really played a sport, fool? Have you ever played basketball or football or anything, baseball, as a kid?
Oh, these young games that you guys play. Yeah, I play those things too. I've indulged in baseball. You know.
Really?
Yeah. You know what's cool in East Hollywood.
West Hollywood.
East Hollywood.
Get it right.
There's a TV station, KTLA, right?
Mhm.
And all of the neighborhood kids. What we used to do, there was a big, not anymore, but there used to be a big giant parking lot there.
Yeah.
I guess back in the days when I was really busy, a lot of cars used to, but for most time nobody parked there. It was just an empty big lot. So we would.
You guys are practicing your cheerleading in the parking lot, or
we
what?
would play baseball there because it was so big. But the only problem is that it was all like rough cement
Yeah.
on the floor. So, but it was fun because we were able to play baseball there, and
But like you never
was
played for high school or nothing?
no. We always thought that was for like geeks and like, you know.
Oh, you were too gangster, huh?
Weak people, a lot of like show off. Because for the most part, people that were in those things were always people that thought they were the coolest, you know. And none of us really wanted to be part of that type of group, like, or you know, we were cool because we were in the teams.
So what were you? What would you consider your group?
We were just street kids. That's it, just street kids, and it was fun though because when we weren't playing baseball, we would play we would play touch football on the streets. I don't know if you ever done that, like with neighborhood kids, where you guys would just play touch football like on the road.
You probably just held the football and let every guy touch you. That's not touch football.
It was pretty cool because in my neyborhood it was a very mixed pot. It was just a lot of Mexicans,
So you were mixing
Central
pot.
Americans, and Armenians too.
Oh, for real?
So it was really cool that we would just all play football there, and it was fun. You know, it was good times. And
Did you ever play Slaughterhouse?
no, I don't know what that is.
Slaughterhouse is when you had like a handball and you throw it against the wall, and if the ball hit you, you didn't catch it, or you didn't get the ball, or you dropped it, you fumbled it, you would have to make it to the wall before we socked you up.
Oh, maybe I did. I take that back. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. But I think that was for like that was during like I would say that was more like a middle school stuff right there.
Or
That wasn't really high school. Mostly high school was mostly like basketball stuff, football stuff, soccer stuff, golf stuff,
you played golf?
volleyball.
Oh, well,
no.
you're in West Hollywood. They play golf out there.
It's
play
Hollywood.
golf.
But
All right.
I can never get into that.
What's the next question, NORBEEZ?
Let's see.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys that pushed that like button. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. King Mexico. Shout out to King Mexico. Put a soccer ball out there.
That's right.
He says football.
Football. That's right.
Soccer. NORBEEZ
Shout out.
was in the spelling bee.
I was in spelling bee. I was pretty good at it.
You know, NORBEEZ. What's your favorite kind of bees?
Well, it was easy for me because
NORBEEZ.
you know, there was only a few words back then.
Butts up. But somebody said butts up. I think that was the other name of it. Butts up.
Oh, thumbs up, butts up.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Hey, Marvelous. The Maze Stone is in him. Está bien. Oh, Lonely. Hey, thank you, Lonely, for that one. Shout out to
Maze
Lonely right
Stone.
there.
I think I saw a picture of that too. The maze stone.
All right,
That's
go.
like some sort of carving. All right, this is from El Ricky Racing. He says,
Ricky.
and this is the Bible's thing. He says,
Okay.
Mexicans are the Sephardic Jews of the Bible. Obadiah 120, prove me wrong.
So there you go. There's another biblical statement that we are the real, what they would call Hebrews, or even changed again to the real Israelites. I don't use that word no more. Israelites, just because of the etymology of the word and the breakdown of the three words. Remember, Israel. So be careful what you're saying right there. Shout out to the chat and everybody that asked the questions. Let's throw up the what you call it, Norbeez, yeah?
The phone number?
The phone number? Let's take some calls, homie. I want to get educated by our people.
I mean,
they are smart.
Let me ask you this. Why
no more. You can't ask me questions. You got to put in the comment section, homie.
Damn.
Go ahead, Norbeez.
Well, no, because I noticed a lot. It's interesting that you have a lot of these Jewish people that are pretending to be Christians and creating all this drama on the streets, especially, turning the world against, I guess, Muslims. And it's weird that it's Jewish men not pretending because they don't really say they're Christian men.
Well, Jewish never use the term Christian. So what do you mean?
They talk about biblical stuff,
Well, that's because they learn from Torah. But they don't claim Christianity, bro.
They don't. Caller, you're on Marvelous Mindz tonight. Your name and where are you calling from? Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone.
What's up, family? The brother Stockton.
That's
Stockton.
Right.
What's up, man? I haven't heard from you in a minute, bro. I hope everything's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to get a call in, brother. How y'all been?
Go for it, Norby.
I mean, personally, I've been good, man. I've been out there. I've been doing my thing. Thankfully, I've been getting some nice shots, some good picture stuff. I've been having fun with that.
And you know what? I did see your page. You have been doing more photography, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I've been doing? I've been gaining weight. I'm at 187 right now.
They're gonna call you Marvelous.
What the heck is going on with me?
They're gonna call you Marvelous.
Hey, but I'm a solid 187 right now, baby.
I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, well, later on I'll show you when I get you in a headlock. Nah, let's play.
How are you?
How are you doing, man?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. Man, I was calling, brother, because so today, brother. So right now I'm at work. And it's my Friday night, brother, but it's just crazy because I had to call, brother, because I work in I do security, brother, in an open field, right? Near a recovery house, brother, and I'm always just vigilant of who comes in, brother, and people at this recovery house that are getting off substances and just got out of jail and whatever, brother, I got to make sure none of them leave, brother. But nearby the facility, brother, is like a big field, man. And my car has been at the mechanic, brother. And today, it's been a little bit stressful because, man, I've been brother, I've been getting tested to get frustrated, brother, and get stressed out, brother. But man, brother, us men, we gotta be put. Brother, what God's been showing me, Marvelous and Norb, is us men, brother, in order for us to gain, like Marvelous said earlier, brother, you mentioned that us men are put in circumstances and situations, brother, so we could gain wisdom, brother, through hardship. We gotta endure hardship, brother, and brother, we gotta endure pain. We gotta willingly put ourselves, brother. Even we gotta be willing to put ourselves, brother, in danger, so we could, brother, feel that pain. We got to take it physically, by physically, mentally, emotionally, brother, willingly, brother. Even if there's no reason to, brother, sometimes we need it to keep us sharp, brother. So I was getting taught today at work because it was a hot day, brother. You feel me? And I was outside the building, and I could be inside in the AC, brother. And usually I'm in the car, brother, and the car has the AC and it feels all good, brother. But today, what I did was I was in prayer, brother, out here, brother, and I was fighting for my daughter because Marvelous and Norb, I got a daughter, right? And she has a disability, and she's not mobile. She doesn't have mobility in her two legs, right? And so she doesn't have a mental disability, brother. And she doesn't have she's really intelligent, and she doesn't she doesn't have a mental disability, brother. but one thing about my daughter is that like it's been man, like one thing about it though is I gotta fight for my daughter because if I don't raise her, raise her, the world, any child, not just a child with disabilities, brother, but any child, the world is ready, brother, to step in if they see us lacking in any area, brother. You get me? So like, if they see us lacking, brother, like, or they see us like, if they're always watching and monitoring us, brother, God's been showing me that people people have a box to put us in, brother. People have a stereotype that they hope we embrace and we walk into, brother. They already got all these like, they already got all this like, all these ideologies, brother. So like I gotta protect her, right? I gotta protect her from people that want to brainwash her and like people that feel like they have to like love her because that's the right thing to do. But really, brother, people have to just be themselves with her, right? Instead of like just like, man, brother, like, cause she has so much family, brother. But really, at the end of the day, the only people, brother, that really love our children is their mother and their father. Yeah. Like, but everybody else, brother, is my opposition, because, brother, like, man, like, there's only I don't desire much from her, but I just want to see her grow up, and get married, brother, and have a husband, even if she can't. Hey, bro, I told what I was telling God earlier, Norb. I told God that if I met a hyena, brother, and she wasn't mobile, like if she wasn't walking, brother, I would still like it wouldn't make me not want to fall in love with her, like I'm a straight man, like I was made for a woman and my daughter was made for a man. You get me? So like, brother, like that's why I'm telling you, brother, that this world and this American society, it's so progressive and so woke that they're ready, that they see my daughter, brother, and they already have an identity ready for her to embrace, brother, because they, what they do, they're like vultures that prey on the weak and on the vulnerable. So brother, we're like, hey, brother, we have to protect all the youngsters, all the youngins, brother, all the little ones, brother. You get me?
Yeah,
man. Like, yeah. So I had to share that, like, to all the heifers out there, all the dads, brother, and all the heifas, brother. Like, at the end of the day, we may have tios and tias and grandparents and cousins, and we might have primos, brother, and primas, and we might have like homies, brother, and homegirls, but at the end of the day, brother, those people don't care like you care about your children, brother. Those people are never gonna care. Like, Norbert, like your children, brother. The only people the only people that are gonna love that child is the mother and the father. No one else is gonna know how to love that child, brother. So us men, like, man, like all the man. I just feel like I had to tell everybody this, brother, because right now at the job site, I'm kind of like the Most High when he found himself in a dry place, in the open dry place, and the devil came to tempt him, right? And then there's also like trees, brother. There's bushes and trees that look like the wilderness, brother. And I'm like, man, like fighting right now, brother, for my for like my seed, for my daughter, brother, because demons are real, brother, and they all. And I could tell they want to target me first because, I'm the one that's going to teach her how to break free from that bondage, brother, from that colonization of progressive wokeness, brother. You get me, brother?
yeah.
Because all that stuff is like, because our people, brother, and I'm not saying I'm a Democrat or a Republican. It's not about that, brother. But our people were originally never liberals. We're originally, brother, we have old school traditional morals and values, brother. That's why when you ask your grandma or you ask your grandpa, Marvelous, he's gonna tell you, look, marriage is one man, one woman. A man works, a woman stays home with the children. And because we're not progressive, brother.
Yeah.
Dang.
I appreciate you calling.
Definitely,
bro. And yeah, it sounds like you're going through a lot, at your job and stuff like that. Just remember, don't let anybody's spirits attach themselves to you, and
yes, sir.
and keep
yes,
keep your home blessed, and prayed up, know what I
that's
mean?
right.
But hey, thank you for calling in,
Yeah, I'm
homie.
glad.
And we send our respects always up there to you, bro. And stay safe wherever
Yeah,
you're
likewise,
at.
brother. Much love, brother, from Stockton, brother. Much love to LA and East LA and everybody else, brother. Like, man, just man, it's all love, brother.
All right,
Definitely, man.
homie.
Thank you, man.
bro. Have a
Appreciate
good
you,
night, bro.
Okay, family. All right, God bless. Like,
Man, you know, he's right, bro. Like, you know, as far as like you know, always protecting our children, because you know this world does have a lot of demons everywhere. And some of them are not spiritual, some of them are living physical beings. Shout out to the live chat. Shout out to One More Minute, Only 64.
Shout out
Zay,
to the live
Truth
chat.
Hurt, 805 Plumbing, DJ Extreme,
What's up, DJ Extreme? Welcome in, homie.
Grateful.
The Red Cat, man. You guys are funny,
Shout out to the
man.
one, only the Jedi.
Jedi, where you been at, Jedi? I called you and you don't even call me back. Fool, you see the way you are?
Yeah.
You see the way you are? I hope that you step on a Lego. That's what I hope. I hope that you run out of toilet paper at your desperate moment, homie,
No.
for not calling me back, okay?
Dang. Shout out to Truth Hurts also for that super chat.
I hope that your guitar strings bust.
Dang, not the guitar strings. No, never that.
Man, Jedi.
But shout out to everybody here on the live chat. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that's
All
been
right,
hitting the like button.
NORBEEZ, just make sure that you keep it on a time limit next time, not an hour for each caller, please. Thank you very
Most
much.
definitely, no,
I
definitely.
appreciate you,
Okay.
Mr. Originals.
I would. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Originals. I don't know if they're still around, but shout out to
True
them.
Bird says Gator versus the last caller. Shut the hell
Yeah.
up. Oh
You guys are
my God.
wild. Okay, all right. You know what? Shout out.
I love my chat, man. I love my
Yeah,
chat.
you know-
They get down.
Hey,
for
but you
real.
know what I love the most?
get down.
The homie from Stockton, because he is
What?
the only one that saved the phone number, because the phone number hasn't even been up.
Oh, for who? Who?
The number hasn't been up.
Oh, he just called
yeah,
the number?
He just called the number.
It's the same number?
Yeah, it's the same
Oh,
number.
damn. Hey, shout out to Fred. What's up, Big Fred?
That's right. Shout
I
out.
appreciate you.
Make sure you guys check him out in his most recent episodes. You know, he gives a lot of great info about the Central
Yeah, go check
Central
out. Go
California.
check out Fred, Big Fred, right
You
there. That's
know.
the OG in the game.
Right smack in the middle, best of both worlds.
Shout
as
out
he
to the
says.
homie and his perritos.
That's right.
Yeah,
All
he's a bad
right.
little dog.
Caller, you're on the Marvelous Mindz show. Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone. Your name and where are you calling from tonight?
Hey, Marvelous.
Orale Gator.
Shout out to Gator. Shout out to Gator.
Shout out
It
to
looks
Alligator.
It looks like Truth Hurts got his wish.
Truth Hurts got his way. Truth Hurts was hoping that you would call in, homeboy.
Yeah, homie. Y'all been all right?
Hey, we need to get Gator on a video chat.
I think we do. When we
You can't get him on a video chat?
Not at the moment.
Hey, Gator, would you be willing one of the episodes, homie, to come up on a video chat, homie? I would love to introduce you to everybody, homie.
Most definitely.
Hell yeah, homie. I'm down with shit.
We should do an episode where
Hey,
we
Gator,
just invite a bunch of people.
Hey, Gator,
Yeah.
but you don't know about Gator, NORBEEZ, all right? Don't ever disrespect Gator. Gator-
I didn't say anything about him.
Gator knows how to dress all más firme que wow. He's got some bad shirts, homie. Creases his pantalones, his
Hell
short.
yeah, homie.
He's got a bad lowrider bike. You didn't know that about Gator.
Creases sharp enough to cut the wind.
For real, homie. You could cut some mina asada with those creases, dog. Yeah, but what's going on, Gator?
Hell yeah, homie.
What do you think
Sharp.
about? Hey, tonight
Huh?
we didn't have a lot of things to talk about, homie. But is there anything that you would like to talk about?
Well, yeah, homie. It's pertaining to the mom and dad thing. Look, my dad is cool, right? But like, it's an issue pertaining to my mom. So, you know, okay, back in 1997, I got kicked out the house because of gang stuff like that. And it's like my mom and dad, they got in a fight over child support money, right? And so, you know, like I was in the other room, and so I was actually listening to them argue, right? And so, so my mom just makes a like how to say drastic choice for my father to come to Houston to take me to San Antonio, because apparently since the check, it was already going to get cut off. Like I got tossed out the house. And I know my mother gave me life as a baby. She almost died by giving me birth because it was a 50-50 chance of whether me and her or we're going to live, you know? So, you know, they did a medical, she went to like a medical doctor, and so they did a medical procedure back in 1980 when I was born. And so that's basically how I came to be as a person. And so the doctor saved our lives and stuff like that. And so, yeah, over time, my mom and dad, they got a divorce. My father moved back to San Antonio. And so I was basically raised here in H-Town. And it's like, anyway, like over the years, after that incident pertaining to me getting kicked out the house because, you know, I went down the wrong kind of road and stuff like that. But it's like, I tried to contact my mother about a couple of days ago, and it's like I got a real ugly message saying, "Oh yeah, well I don't know you. Don't contact me no more." Yeah, and it's like told me that if I try to reach out to her again, that I was gonna, that I'll call the cops on you, and I'll call the cops on you, and they'll take you to jail for trying to get in contact with me. And it's like I gave up, homie, and it's like I still love my mom and stuff like that, Vato, but it's like I'm not gonna take no more of this damn abuse from my mom, because I understand that she has had a bitter emotional state of mind,
Yeah.
due to her emotional problems and stuff like that. But it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can't do it anymore, Vato. I mean, I love her a lot, but it's like, I mean, my jefita is already 72 years old, and she's still hanging on to a grudge that has something that occurred back in 1997 pertaining to her and my dad and all this stuff. And it's like the reason why I got involved in gangs is because she would tell me a lot of messed up things. Oh yeah, well I wish I could do this and that to you, I'd have to tell you more in person, but it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, there were some things, Marvelous, that a mother shouldn't have said to her son, you know? And it's like me being a special ed needs kid coming up in the world back in the 80s and early 90s and stuff like that. Man, I said it was real hard for me to learn homework because I had a mental block. I couldn't retain anything. And then on top of that, I mean, I had like real bad emotional problems. I remember a lot of times I would cry just out of nowhere, Marvelous. I mean, like a lot of times late at night in the evening, guys, I would hear my mother crying in the room. And oh man, homie, that I would start to cry late at night, man. And
You needed a mother's love, homie. It sounds like, you know. I needed it too, but it sounds like you needed that, bro. A hug, I love you, something of that, you know, like that.
Well, I mean, my mother loved me, bro. But what the problem is, I say, like, my mother had a real hard life before she got married because, you know, her parents would always constantly throw the Bible at her and stuff like that. And like my mother said that, you know, my grandmother would get her by the hair and like just like a couple of times. I mean, no, my mom told me that I think a couple of times that my grandmother went to my father's house, and so they dragged out of my father's house to the car and stuff like that, and kicking and screaming. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of stuff, man, that happened in life. And it's like, you know, like, I mean, like, it's like whatever happened to my mother growing up in the world, I mean, I understand, but me coming up in the world, that did not have to do with me. She shouldn't have, you know, taken all that frustration out on me.
Well, you know what?
You know, telling me.
My bad. Go ahead, homie. Go ahead.
Telling me just a bunch of negative stuff at times. Now I always have to worry about, or like I remember back in elementary school and in junior high, I would always have to constantly worry about, like, oh yeah, well, they're gonna get smacked in the face today, or they're gonna get scolded today. I had to worry about that shit every fucking day, dog.
Yeah. Hey,
it's like,
Gator, real quick, my bad, homie. I don't mean to cut you off, G. I do gotta take other callers, homie. Okay. We've been on it for a minute, but hey, remember this, homie. If you can, if you want to apply it to your life, I've done it with myself. Is that sometimes you just have to love people from afar. You know what I mean? Some people have a distorted way of showing their love, or they don't know how, or just the trauma, like you said, your mom has been through. You know what I mean? That she doesn't know how to give that love to you. But what the good thing about this is that you're identifying or able to understand everything that's going on, and you're actually naming them on the show. So if you know or not, you're literally helping people in the chat understand things through your life, homie. So we appreciate you, Gator, and hey, you got nothing but love right here, homie. So our love and our respect to you, G.
Definitely.
And I really do appreciate y'all guys, man, and I love y'all, dog. I'm gonna be a man, homie. I'm gonna mean it, dog. I love y'all, bro, because I mean, it takes a real homie to tell people that, dog. And I know my mother still loves me, but it's the mental state, bro. Her mind is all scarred up from the past, dog. You know.
Hey, message me on IG, homeboy, if you can. I'm gonna take some other calls right now, but thank you for being a part of the show, homie, and calling in. You know,
definitely, man. Thank you, man.
All right, that was Big Gator, everybody.
All right, homie.
All right. NORBEEZ.
What are you looking at me for?
Don't trip. When the show cuts off, you're gonna get yelled at right now.
What do you mean?
I got a surprise for you. Shut up.
A surprise.
Go ahead, NORBEEZ. Can take the next one.
All right.
Shout out to the chat.
Definitely.
1 more minute. We got 1 more minute. The truth hurts. You're crazy, homie. You're funny. Brad Pitt Bull in the chat. 805 Plumbing Sal. Bob, I appreciate you guys being in here. Mary Lou. Shoot for the Stars, Amy, if you're still in here, shout out to you. We're missing Raider Mart, Southtown. Shout out to Bonch Tattoo.
Right? Eileen Barajas. I haven't seen Eileen the whole night. But I think you know what? I think a lot of the folks out here, they're getting ready for back to school.
Oh, okay.
And caller, you're on the Marvelous Mindz show tonight. Your name, where you calling from, and please make sure you're not on speakerphone or Bluetooth.
Hey, don't tell me what sort of telecommunication device I could use, NORBEEZ.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Brad Pitbull.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
What up, Brad? What's going on, man? Talk to us.
Here. I'm gonna make my call short, but I'm calling to ask for a favor on the serious note.
Okay.
For the rare time. My YouTube channel handle is named after my dog Brad Pitbull. But no, she's I got her back from the vet 2 days ago, and she's not doing well. Just tumors in her legs. So I just request anyone that's a praying man or a praying woman. And I know NORBEEZ is a Scientologist, so I can't ask him.
Oh,
but to keep Brad Pitbull and
definitely.
your thoughts to her, for her to at least, you know, just stay strong, and I pray that God takes her in her sleep. Por favor. You know?
Hey,
That's it.
who is it?
Brad Pitbull is his dog.
Oh, your dog, bro?
Yeah. She's got
Yeah.
two
Hey,
tumors.
why
She's
is
got a tumor in her legs.
everybody's dogs, bro? Is something's happening to their dogs?
know
This
another
is like
dog?
the fourth homie. Yes. The homie Carlos's dogs is sick too. Man.
Oh yeah, shout out to Carlos Ceballos and his dog.
Yeah, shout out to Carlos. Man, bro.
I'll make something that just happened with my dog. I started giving it the supplements, Consequin from Costco about a week ago, and then she just her legs just started flaring up, and I've got to make a video on that. Just that it's a coincidence, you know.
Yeah.
And, just so that other people know. But if anything, I should have been cooking more. Oh, I did cook. My dog's 11 years old, but I did cook a lot of food for her. You know,
Yeah.
Eggs, ground beef, and then a swordfish.
Good stuff.
So, but that's it, man. Just keep that Pitbull, my little Italian mastiff. Por
Hey,
favor.
Prayers your way, homie.
Definitely.
Thank you for calling in, bro.
Definitely.
We
Thanks,
appreciate you. Send our respects always,
All right,
man.
man. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
And that sucks.
All right,
bro.
Chad, if you could do us a favor and put those prayer hands up for Brad Pitbull, his dog, and hopefully, you know, he gets the outcome that he's looking for, because that sucks when your dog's sick.
Yeah,
and you can't do
Southtown was going
anything.
going through it with his dog.
Southtown SD? Oh
Yeah, man.
man.
Happened. No private calls.
Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone.
Hey, it's Lotus from West Texas.
Shout out to Lotus from West
Mean
Texas.
tenor voice right here. He could have played. He could have sang for who? What band?
Dang. Boys to Men.
The Delphonics. Boys to Men.
Yeah, Boyz
You
II
said you're talking Lotus.
Boyz II Men.
Norbeez. Listen to me. You know how Lotus looks, right? Lotus on Boys to Men, homie.
He could be
No,
in there.
I'm more of a Jodeci type.
Jodeci? Okay, all right.
He could be part of YouTube.
Yeah.
He was that deep voice guy from Boys to Men.
Or Morrissey.
He said, "Baby, I know you're with that other guy."
Man, stop.
But-
Now we really know what you think of Lotus. You don't even talk to the homie right here. Leave him alone. Lotus, talk to me, homie. I don't know about this
Hey,
guy.
what's up?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, I
How you
wanted to
doing?
know. Doing good, man. I wanted to know how you felt about the, or if you had kept up at all with the Fauci hearings in Congress,
Oh,
and how he was found in contempt.
yeah. Well, he wants to be saying, I can't answer that. My lawyer said I can't answer that. That dude, right?
Yeah, and my first question would be, why does an innocent man, first of all, need a pardon? He got a pardon from Biden, and second, invoke the Fifth Amendment 111 times. If you're innocent,
God
do you
damn.
need any of that?
Okay, so here's where I'm gonna go with this one. My opinion, bro. My opinion is that this is all propaganda to push a narrative that they're trying to promote and causing more division and distraction within the community and an uprising of all the masses, bro, within the United States. I think they want to cause an uprising with all this, the files, with everybody that's been indicted. And it's going to get brought to light again. Ellen DeGeneres is going to get brought subpoena to court. Oprah Winfrey. What's her name? The sister, the nun that I think she passed away, right? The one that was
Mother Teresa.
yeah, selling kids. Her school, Oprah Winfrey schools, being investigated. The Obamas that had gotten under the first indictments, along with the Hillary Clinton. I think Bill Clinton as well. I'm not sure. I don't want to say that fact, but I know Hillary Clinton for sure. And the whole Pizzagate thing. So him invoking his Fifth Amendment thing, we can't say nothing about that because you're allowed to do that. They made it a safe a way out to call. Oh, here's safe. I'm safe. I don't have to answer any questions. It's part of the Constitution. It's part of the law. You know, so I'm saved by that. But in reality, if you look into the judicial system, all of these judges, the majority of them are Masons. The majority of them are Shriners. If that, a step higher. They're not just regular Masons that belong to a fraternity or they belong to a lodge. These are actual Shriners that are part of the hierarchy of their factions, and they're not able to convict each other. So a foreign entity or an organization to really expose these people, they would have to be the ones to do that. It would be the government overthrowing the government, if you will. So since they can't do that, the masses have to do that. The masses have to cause an uprising and say, hey, you know what? You've been doing this for too long. All these children are missing. Look at all this evidence. These files are out. All these names that went to Epstein Island, if they went to the island or not, that's besides the point. It's what they were doing there is what's important. What kind of rituals. And that island isn't really, the island is a distraction. That's literally a distraction, because there's more underground places, which they would call energy harvesting centers, that are underground, part of the what people would know back in the days as being a part of the oh my god, the tunnel system, bro. Oh my god, what's that word I'm looking for right now? Where they have all the bones, they do all the rituals.
The catacombs.
The catacombs, right?
Catacombs.
The catacombs. There's a bunch of catacombs. There's not just the ones in Europe and the ones under downtown Los Angeles. The catacombs are just underground ritual places that they did their things that they did, for their adrenalized blood. It's all in the blood. Like they say, the blood of Jesus. That has nothing to do with anything biblical. Those are ritual things, ritualistic things, and things that they did to harvest that energy that's in the blood. So they're not going to just come out and say, this is what we're doing. They're going to give you little hints at what they're doing, because remember, in their ritual things, they got to show you what they're doing. It's part of their Bible, their Bible. It's part of their thing that they got to do, is to show, their prisoners, which would be us that are in captivity under maritime law. They're slaves, if you will, because we're under slavery. The names just went away. They just got rid of the name slave, and now it's considered a job. What slave job? They don't say what slave jobs do you want to do. They don't even give you the etymology of what job means. Job is literally a person that's being persecuted. Job. It's pronounced Job. That's really the etymology of that word. That's why on this show, I try to get the most of etymology and the real definitions of words that we can figure out, or we do find out the true meaning of them, because those words, they still live by. They still use sacred geometry. They know about their bloodlines. They know about ancestry. They still believe that they're going to be reincarnated here again. So they're trying to harvest all the wealth that they can. Live their best life as they can. We're not able to do that. We're not able to pick the best of wines or even real wine, organic stuff. We're drinking malt liquor in tall cans, and we're the bottom feeders to them, bro. You look at the Talmud. Look at the Talmud, and that they added to the Torah. The Ashkenazis. What do they call us? The lowest of low, the pigs. They're not even allowed to look at us when they speak to us. That's what they live, their bloodline. And they're not Ish. They're not the real Jews of the Bible. These are Persians. These are the seed of Nimrod. These are Persians, Russians, all those factions that are the seed of Nimrod and still worship that today. They know who they are. That's what when they explain in the Bible and the scripture about the Tower of the Tower of Babel, Nimrod, and that was that dream that Daniel deciphered of Nebuchadnezzar, that had a dream of this tower being destroyed and stuff. This tower, I'll do a breakdown of it. This tower was the different nations, bro, that were in different timelines, different periods of what would come, and who would overtake the other, and who would run at the end, which is divided Rome, the Roman Empire. And so when you look at Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, and who owns that? The Vatican. And the Vatican is ancient Rome. It's the ancient Roman Empire. That's why they use all these things. They name the telescope Lucifer. They worship Lucifer as Polarius. They call him the morning star. You know, you got Columbia's pictures holding the light bearer. You got the Statue of Liberty, which was a gift, the light bearer. You know, all these things, bro, is all introducing the feminine, which is Isis or Israel, is the feminine energy unto men to take over those nations of people. And we're no longer us no more. It sucks, bro. And it what's crazy about this is that I'm a little channel. You know, I don't consider myself known or a big channel, and I look the way I look, but ain't no other fucking podcaster out there that looks like me is talking about what we talk about on this channel.
Nope.
Let alone giving you things of etymology, biology, health, migration, biblical history, the real breakdown of our captivity. You got other influencers or cholos or Chicanos. What are they doing? They're talking about burpees and talking about the LA County jail, prison time, and what they did in there and what yards they were on and how down they are. But nobody is down enough to come out of their captivity. Nobody even knows. Where would they start? They don't have no idea. And they do these little agenda things, getting back to, sorry if I went off, bro, but getting back to these agendas like we're talking about right now, is they do these things systematically to test us how smart we are. They leak footage, they leak videos, they leak files, and they do test runs. They do this migration thing where they hire all these what do you call it? The ICE. But they're agents. They're
ICE agent.
They're
detention centers.
They're bond agents.
Oh,
you know,
they're what do they call
the freaking? I don't know why I can't think of the name right now.
The people that hunt down people.
Yeah.
For courts.
These aren't
bounty hunters.
Bounty hunters, bro. These aren't real federal agents. These aren't real people that are in the police force. These are bond agents that are being sworn in to do federal duties and tasks. That's why they don't know where to go. When you confront them, they don't know what to do. That's why they send so many of them out at a time to intimidate Mexicanos or anybody of indigenous roots. Were you born here? Were you this and that? Do you have your papers? And let me see. And they come out, they jump out of all these cars. There's so many of them. You know, these are just people that are sworn in to take care of that task and duty. And if they can intimidate you enough, if they could cause you to do something, then they're being proven right. Oh, you see? Look at how they're acting. Oh, you see? That's why we don't want them here in our country. Oh, you see this? You see that? And yeah, see, Trump is right. And this and what the bottom line is that Trump's not doing anything. Trump's not doing anything. He's a man of whoever character he is, bro. He does whatever he does behind doors, and maybe he's a good businessman. Maybe he's good at directing his money or being financially competent. But as far as giving people orders or a whole nation of people, America or United States citizens, he is not directing those orders. He has to go to a council to get approval, and that council, it belongs to families. They're the ones that have to go to the hierarchy and be like, okay, we're going to invade this country. This is the narrative we're going to put. All these news stations are going to promote our narrative and agenda. And your soldiers, you, Lattice, or your son is going to go fight for freedom. And it's not fighting for freedom at all. It's to destabilize a country, create a democracy, and put somebody in power of their lineage there to create whatever they want to do, whether it's one world order, whether it's one world government, whether it's one world money, currency, and to make you, they're not going to get away with everything's too, imagine our days, Lattice, how easy it was to get away with things with a note, with a paper note. Now everything's digital. You can't get away with nothing. They got facial recognition cameras everywhere. They don't want a lot of places. They don't want to accept cash. Everything's credit or smart any smart device, bro. They want to do that. Now, you know, they're passing laws where if you have warrants, and these are still up for debate, but they will get passed, bro. Mark my words. If you go to the DMV, if you go to any restaurant, you're gonna have to show your card. If you have a warrant, if you owe money or bad taxes, that money will automatically get distributed, taken. You're not going to be able to eat at that restaurant. You're going to get taken into custody at the DMV, or your card's going to be swiped, just like a license plate reader, bro. People wonder, oh, how are they tracking us? How do they know? Well, in the guardrails, a certain part of them, there's license plate readers that are scanning license plates. You know, they know they're tracking your every moment. They could get a real timeline or GPS signal of where your cell phone is, bro, and get a warrant for a real-time arrest. It's called real time. So they get your coordinates, and they track your, like right now, Danny Ayala's right here at this address, or this person's on this plane.
Talking for 15 minutes.
They're going to be waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly. Shut up, NORBEEZ. Thank you for that, NORBEEZ. But you know what I'm saying about it?
You mentioned you mentioned a test run,
yes.
And it seemed back to I guess what I first mentioned, the whole Fauci thing. It seems like the COVID, while COVID was a real thing you could catch, I think it was overblown, and they used it as a test run for something bigger and something more draconian.
So let's bring that up. My bad, bro, and I'm sorry I'm taking long on this phone call, but this is very important, and Lawless is bringing up some good factual things. So Event 201, okay? We had a meeting at the Mental Health Center downtown Los Angeles before Nipsey Hussle passed away. And it was on Gwynn Towers, and the federal contract that was drafted by the CIA. I'm saying it on this channel because I don't give a shit. And it was introduced into the public masses without us knowing. And what is that? It's called Event 201. If you want to look it up, Event 201. This is right before COVID happened. And it was the introduction of frequency in using Gwynn Towers. And what did that do? Gwynn Towers are used to promote a frequency directed to a group of masses or just a single person using your GPS. And what it does, it could cause agitation, it could cause inflammation, it could cause all kinds of things. So what did they introduce? The first vaccine, which was nanotechnology. What did that do? It used that frequency being emitted to you to cause inflammation or coagulation in your veins or your blood. So now to even stamp that even further is you look at a lot of the places where they do embalming and in bodies or people that passed away. You look at their death certificate, it'll say COVID-19, but the real causes of death will be labeled underneath that. Liver disease, heart failure, coagulation of a cell. It was all agitation, whatever that person was suffering from, kidney disease, anything. It causes a major inflammation around that cell and the demise of that person.
And you bring up the symptoms of these, like for instance, what was the effects of these towers or these sites. That goes to something else I was going to bring up about some of the holistic, not only the holistic medications, but what they call off-label medications, which just means it's a medication that was prescribed for one ailment at one time, but is now used to treat something different. I'll bring up an example, Viagra. That's known as a dick pill, but before that, it was a blood pressure medication. What happened was a bunch of dudes were taking the blood pressure medication, and they were reporting that they were, getting hard throughout the day. So they stopped using it for that and started marketing it as an off-label medication known as Viagra to treat erectile dysfunction. Now, what happened was a lot of those symptoms that you mentioned. Well, it's very suspicious that the government was very against alternative medicine other than the vaccine. Because hydroxychloroquine, when they started rolling that out, well, nobody rolled it out really. They rolled out the vaccine, and Trump and among a number of other people said hydroxychloroquine is an alternative treatment for COVID-19. And they turned that into Trump wants you to drink bleach, which is not the case. Hydroxychloroquine reduces inflammation in the body. And if taken early enough in the COVID infection, you were not getting that inflammation, which was fucking up your lungs and your organs and all that. The same thing happened with ivermectin. ivermectin was used primarily to treat parasites in animals and in people in the 1960s and 70s and beyond. Okay, well, they started saying, oh, well, now they want you to use horse medicine, which is not true. You can use amoxicillin, but they also use amoxicillin in the vet office to treat respiratory ailments in dogs and cats. The only difference is the dose, because, of course, a human being is bigger than a dog and cat. So they twist the narrative and did not want you to take these alternative medicines that treated those symptoms, like some of the ones you mentioned, and they were trying to roll out this vaccine and pushing the vaccine. First, they wanted to bribe you into it. Then they said, okay, if you don't take it, you're going to lose your job. And they tried everything to push that mystery juice that rolled out in a matter of 6 months, and they wanted everybody to get injected, no matter their health. But one vaccine is not one size fit all. It's not. It's different for everybody. Everybody's got a different age, different mode of health.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're a healthy 20-something-year-old person, you did not need the vaccine. Your immune system was more than equipped to fight off the common cold, the flu, whatever came at you as far as those strains of virus. And even Fauci admitted it at first that the virus had like a 1 to 2% at best morbidity rate, which means you didn't have a whole lot of chance of dying from it unless you were very sick or very, very old. So I think we were gaslit. There was a lot of gaslighting going on and a lot of lying going on, and they found that out. It's all coming out right now. And
imagine, bro, my bad, I don't mean to cut you off, but imagine I said this in 2019. You know, it was crazy because I was already studying about this. And the documentary that Nipsey Hussle was funding, I was already in contact with Alfred, with Dr. Sabi, and I was learning a lot about natural ingredients from him. You know, talking on the phone, I learned about wormwood. I learned about organic whole cloves. I learned about the real canela that we should have, the real organic one, and the processed ones that they make for the markets. That's fake. It's not real. It smells like cinnamon. It looks like cinnamon, but it's not the real thing. There's just a lot of plants, bro, a lot of plant-based things. What chicken was, you know, chicken is an inflammatory substance. It's not organic. It's a man-made animal, meaning it's a hybrid, which doesn't produce a real frequency that could be beneficial to your body. So everything organic, when I started making the sea moss and the teas for people and showing them how to make them, you know, that it benefited them. They started seeing their and I'm not saying I'm a doctor. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than anybody else, but I took the time to dismiss pharmaceuticals and bring in organic ingredients. And these are organic ingredients that indigenous people or tribes used to benefit off of, you know, and live longer, bro. So why not believe in your ancestors before a dude in a white coat with a name tag that's going to tell you or get paid for introducing a pill to you, you know?
Yeah.
So
well, see, I think you'll always need the guys in the white coats, because those are the people you go to after you've gotten sick. Now, the difference is when you meet somebody who's promoting holistic healing and holistic medicines and herbs and stuff like that, they're focusing on preventative medicine, which means preventing you from getting sick in the first place.
Yeah.
So there's the difference. So after you've gotten sick, you probably need to see a Western doctor, because that's probably going to be your only route. Is just to go through. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people have to rely on big pharma to get them well, because they've spent a lifetime of consuming the wrong things and having the wrong health habits. And but holistic medicine and a lot of the stuff that the indigenous, like you mentioned, it focused on preventative medicine, which means it kept you healthy. It prevented you from having to get sick in the first place.
Yeah. Hey, Ladas, I appreciate your call, man. Thank you for all your information. Definitely. And just the phone call itself, bro. It was good to hear from you, homie.
Yeah, you too, bro. Hey, thanks a lot for taking my call.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Ladas.
All right. Good night.
All right. Wow. That was a lot of info.
I know, my bad.
Now, I do want to clarify a few things here, because Ladas did mention about these pardons that Fauci had. I do want to clarify that almost all, if not all, the presidents have given patents to their administration, mostly to protect them,
Each other.
Yeah, to protect
Created
each
laws
other.
to protect each other.
So, as much as Biden gave patent, I mean, what's it called? Freaking pardons.
Yeah.
Trump has given pardons to all his family members and his administration. Obama has given pardons to his administration, and Bill Clinton, and so forth and so forth. Many of, and not all, presidents have given pardons to their administration, again, to protect themselves and protect each other. Also, I do want to clarify that if, aside from trying, this is one of those cases where, like where Marvelous says, it's never really up to these presidents as far as what's going to happen, because most people know that when this happened, the whole pandemic started. Trump was one of the one that was pushing to fast track these vaccines that they created. Again, like Marvelous says, it was never really his choice. That was just his order to follow, because if it wasn't Biden that did it, it was going to be Trump. So I do want to clarify that it would have been whatever president was there at that moment, whether it would have been Trump or Biden. In this case, it was Biden. But if it were Trump, he would still have to have pushed the same narrative as far as pushing the vaccine to the public.
All right, NORBEEZ, final thought.
Final thought. It was a great show. We started off with a lot of other stuff, a lot of things that I wanted to point out about how bad is getting in our community, because we have all these podcasters that were just spreading all these dumb negativities and just creating all this poison in our community. Because even, and considering that some of them aren't even part of our community, they just want to dress up and act like they're part of it. Shout out to Capone. But
what? Well, stop giving people shout outs. No,
hey,
not shout out to him.
Not shout out to
God.
But for the most part, yeah, I think I'm very happy how we turned it around and made it more about information, and
Always,
more about thoughts, ideas, theories, and this is what we like to do. This is what I appreciate, that we don't also just not include people that because they either have different views or they have different ideas or beliefs. We definitely want to hear from everyone from different points of view, because that's what we need to always have a conversation going, because we need to talk to each other. We can't just really shut each other out and not talk, because that doesn't really get us anywhere. We have to be able to, like, for the most part, communicate with each other, and like the way the Jedi says, create critical thinking and all this, because really that's what we need to. That's our aim here, for the most part, to have people thinking and talking, and
Shout out to the Jedi.
But for the most part, yeah, it's a great show. I appreciate it. I'm glad we're here yet again, once again, and I appreciate everybody, all the subscribers, everybody that hit the like button, all of our members, of course, and everybody that hit the super chats. Speaking of the super chat, let me go ahead.
We got the oldie show on Wednesday.
Let me go ahead.
Oldies. I got a banger list.
Let me go and read some of these super chats also.
Oh, boy. I didn't even know we had super chats.
Yes, we had super chats, and
shout out
to all our callers. Also, we appreciate you guys.
One more minute, Bob 805 Plumbing, Sal Ese Pilo.
All right. As far as members, shout out to the Incredible Hulk for gifting memberships tonight. Shout out to everybody that became a member tonight. Shout out to at the 805 Plumbing. He says, shout out to Hugh Recton. Happy birthday. Almost got me. Shout out to Truth Hurts. He says, play You Talk Too Much by Joe Jones for this guy. I don't know who he was talking about, but that's what he says. Shout out to Ovi Shorty that says, that's right, 100. Again, we appreciate everybody that donated in the super chats. We thank you. We thank everybody that came through tonight, everybody that participated in the community post, and all of our callers. Thank you. Please make sure you hit the like button. And when this is over, if you can, do us a favor, go back to this episode and hit the hype button. That way, this YouTube can push this show out to everybody else that hasn't seen it or didn't get notified by YouTube, because it tends to do that from time to time. But aside from that, thank you everybody for joining us tonight, and back to you, Marvelous.
Man, that was a long ass final thought, bro. That was a long final thought. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're sorry, really. I'm sorry. I apologize for the long wait, but I'm glad that you guys are still here rocking with us. Shout out Julio Ochoa, I see you. Ranting with Ramos, all respects, always. Big Fred, Two Face Entertainment. All you guys that are just out here. Alfredo Contreras 968. I appreciate you, homie. I see you too, bro. Thank you everybody that tuned in, and I hope that you got something tonight. Learn something new. If you didn't, my apologies. This is what we're trying to do here. But I do got some homework for you guys. Yes, I said homework. Marvelous is giving homework. What the hell is this about? But yeah, the homework is I know that you guys are subscribed to other channels. I know that you guys if not constantly, every once in a while watch other podcasters. And I'm gonna be a little bit more specific, right? I'm gonna be a little bit more specific. For those of you that are raza, Mexicano, Salvadorian, whatever, if you guys watch any Mexicano, I'm gonna use the words that I don't even want to use these words, but if you guys, because you guys know people as these words, right? Latino and Hispanic. If you guys watch anybody of brown color podcast, especially the bigger ones that have a bigger following, you know. Some of them were named tonight. Some of them might not have a bigger following. But if you are in the comment section and you are watching their channel, ask them in the comments, what can I learn from your channel? Ask them and see what their answer is. You know, you might watch them just for content that they put out. Maybe they do food things. Maybe they do anything. You know, they could do anything. They could just create content just to create. They could be a gossip channel. They could be a gang channel, a prison channel. But ask them, other than prison, other than just creating content, other than chisme, what can I learn from you as a person? Ask them that and see what their answer is, you know? And then ask yourself, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Are you just buying time? You know, did you not have nothing to do? You know, or maybe do you just like that person just because they're funny or something? That could be cool. You know, it sounds fun. Sounds like a good time, right? But life is affecting you. You know, every moment that you waste, every laugh that you let out, every wasted moment is part of your life that's being taken away. So every moment you get to try to educate yourself on something, health, you know, your physical well-being, that is so important than just wasting time. That's so important than just watching somebody's random channel. And I'm not saying not to watch them. I'm just saying ask them to educate you on something. Everybody can contribute something. You know, maybe they don't know how to articulate themselves. Maybe they haven't studied, but I'm pretty sure there's something there in them that you could learn from. There's something there. They just haven't let it out yet or found it. Or maybe they're not at that time in their life yet to let it out. Maybe they haven't had something traumatic happen to them to wanna educate themselves on things that they should be teaching the public. Maybe they haven't gotten to that age yet where their awareness hasn't peaked yet, you know? But you guys on this channel, your awareness has peaked. You are aware of things. You are articulate. You are smart. You know, you are there. You do want to know things. You call in about your health. You call in and ask for prayer. You want to know about your culture. You want to know why things are happening in our government. But more than that, you want to know about you. You want to know about you. Who are you? Who is 805 Plumbing? Are you just a plumber, homie? Like, is that what you're here to do? Because I don't think that. Zapata Vive? Who are you, homie? I don't know you. What are you here for? Are you just going to go to work tomorrow and call it a night and watch this podcast that I'm hosting? Or are you here for something? I believe that you're here for something, homie. I believe that you have a message that you got to deliver. Now, whether you're on camera or not, I still believe in you to deliver that message, homie. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching Pues. Somebody's watching OVS Shorty. Somebody's watching Mary Lou, Ese Filo. You know, somebody's watching you guys out there and they're learning from you. How are you conducting yourself? What they're gonna remember you. Imagine that little youngster that sees you in the store. He's gonna remember you, you know, for something that you said, something that he heard. You know, the way you talked, he's like, man, that vato, like, man, respects. He knew how to talk. Man, that guy helped that lady one time. I remember. I want to do that too. They're gonna do it. It's gonna make them feel good inside, and you're not gonna know that you delivered that message. You didn't even have to talk to him. You delivered it by him seeing you. So remember that. You're the mailman. You didn't even know it. You have a bag of mail. Deliver that shit. Deliver that shit. All you guys in the chat, deliver your mail, homies. Women, respects. I'll see you guys on the oldie show. Much love and respect always.